is Chris from AmericanBully Camp, and today we are going to talk about how to stack train a dog. What is stacking? Stacking is the process by which you train a dog to stand still on the ground so that the judges in the dog shows can assess the structure of your dog properly. As for me, there are three major reasons why do we have to stack train our dogs. First, it's a simple form of mental and physical exercise for them. When they train, they learn to listen and follow on command. And as well as physical exercise too, because they have to use all their muscles to stand still on the ground without moving for a certain amount of time. Second, dog shows. A well-trained dog who knows how to stack will have more advantage over other dogs that are not well-trained to stack in dog shows. Because you know why? The judge can see the discipline and the hard work that the dog have gone through, and it shows in the way he stacks. 3. Photography. If you want to take good pictures of your dog so that you can promote him for stud, or you want to take pictures of him or her and put it on your house or on the wall, then you have to train her to stack. Because if the dog keeps on moving on the picture taking, you will have blurry images, and dogs are stubborn. I'm telling you, if you don't train them to stack, you're gonna have problems. When do we start training our dogs to stack? We can start training our dogs while they are puppies, like 3 months old and up, because that's the time when the puppies are learning and their brain are developing. So when they get the process of stacking, they won't forget it until they get older. How do we train our dogs to stack? Well, first of all, the dog should enjoy what he is doing. The dogs can participate properly in the stack training. Number 2, high value toys. Dogs love to play with toys, and if you give them what toys they want, then that will be an advantage because you can get their attention. Dogs want to make their owners happy, so every time they make a good stack for their owners, you should be quick to give them praise and love to the dog, making them known that what they did is good. The owner should be attentive of what's going on with the dog, if he's doing or trying his best to stack. That's when he does good, you have to give praise quick, right there and then. It cannot be delayed. And then you can even play with them after a good stack training with the dog. And for sure the dog will like that because they like to please their owners. What are the tools that we need for stack training? Before, we only need a leash to train and a good big space to run or gait with the dog, and then stop and stack train him. But now there's a lot of tools that people have invented to use for stack training. Number 1, the stackbox. Stackbox is like a wood tool, or some are aluminum tool that they use to train puppies and dogs to stack on the table, or you can put it on the floor too. But after they got the groove of stacking, you should be able to put them on the floor and do the application of stacking. Second, we can use also clickers. When the dog does good, click on it. It's like a way of praising the dog again that they did good with their stacking. There are a lot of styles to stack a dog, but some are it's your preference on how you're gonna stack your dog on the dog show. Like for example, some use free stack. Free stack is the process by which the handler or the trainer or the owner stands in front of the dog while holding the high value treat or the high value toy in front of the dog to get his attention and making the dog to stack. The leash or the lead is like the owner's connection to the dog, while she tells the dog to adjust back and forth and stand still. Stack training can be done in various ways, a lot of ways, and it doesn't matter how you do it. It's just that the goal is to make the dog stand still in a certain amount of time until the judge is done checking the dog. Now, let us go to the process of a regular stack. How to regular stack a dog? First, you have to stand up on the right side of the dog, and the judge will stand up on the left side of the dog, so that the judge can assess the dog himself properly. Take note that when the judge looks at the dog, there will be a time that he's gonna check out the dog, including the teeth, the whole body, the rears, the tail, the rear legs, and everything. So, that is why it's called the regular stack, because the handler or owner is holding the dog while the judge is assessing the dog. The dog must not move while the judge is checking the dog. Before the judge checks the dog, he gives the handlers or the owners ample time to stack the dog. That's why we have to train our dogs to stack for dog shows so that the judge can properly check them. How long will my dog get to be trained to stack? Well, if you're really consistent with the training, a dog should be able to get it in a month. And if you're really like doing it properly, the dog will learn like 2 weeks and he can stack already. You will observe that he's gonna get it in 2 weeks. Every day, you have to do it twice a day and 5 minutes per session. So that's only 10 minutes per day. You can add some techniques for it, or like word markers. You have to say the word stack to the dog first so that he knows that he needs to stack. Remember, twice a day, only 5 minutes per session. And remember, when your dog knows how to stack already, he's not gonna forget it all throughout his life. Maybe you can like stack train him every so often, like twice a week or 3 times a week. Include it in your exercises. So please do like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell button.